Hey guys, it's Viewmasters Reactions, and we're back with the finale of Season 3, Episode 10 of Yellowjackets. Last we saw Van dead, killed by Melissa. It was kind of what I thought it was going to be in the very beginning of the episode. The way things were rolling with Van, I'm like, if anyone's going to die, it's probably going to be Van, because Van is now in my mind expendable, not because she should be. It's just the way the show, made the course of her direction. She has cancer. Since we met her, she has been slowly getting worse and worse. Then all of a sudden we got the news that she was doing better because possibly of the wilderness and them giving the sacrifice of the waiter. Then we're on that whole shenanigan, but you still don't know what is right and what is wrong. There are still many things that could be coincidence, and there are still many things that appear to be that there is some supernatural force guiding us or allowing us to continue to live. Clearly, at the end there, Melissa is back and forth. Melissa is sort of acting like she doesn't believe in it, flat out saying she doesn't believe in it, but then at the end of the day, she wouldn't have killed Van if she didn't believe in it. I think she really does believe in it, and she was just selling the other girls a line of bull, trying to live her life. I'm curious how far Melissa's gone, because if Melissa has been off on her own and having this happy life, it almost leads me to believe that Melissa could be like going around secretly murdering people to continue her own happiness. She has a wife and kid. The girl's mother is Hannah, who we see at the end also kills Cody to save herself, to prove to Shauna that she belongs with them and that she won't rat them out, because now she is just as guilty as them, maybe even more so. I would say Lottie is the guiltiest, and then Hannah, because other people have done really horrible things, but the only other person I can remember that has straight up murdered somebody, right in your face murdered somebody, was Lottie. Now Hannah did, and I get why she did it, which is why she's second to Lottie, but everybody else, we've eaten people, we've chased people like raving lunatics through the woods and tried to kill them and stuff like that. But Hannah made a conscious decision to kill Cody, and Lottie made a conscious decision to kill in cold blood. They killed him in cold blood. Cody was totally not ready for it. The guy was defenseless, got hit in the back of the head with like a tomahawk. So clearly they're the most evil. But Shauna, it's shocking to me that Shauna is not the evilest. I mean, I don't know. It's not really evil. Like I said, Hannah did it for a reason. She was like, basically, if I don't kill this dude, we're both dead. And I don't trust Cody 100% because there's another name in his jacket. He gave us an answer, and I buy the answer. Now, it doesn't mean he's telling the truth, but I said, I am an example. If you look in my hat, there is another person's name in my hat because it's a military hat and you have to buy it if you're military. And I wasn't military. My friend gave it to me because he was. So my point is, it could easily be explained like that. But whether he's lying or not, it probably didn't deserve a knife to the face. We see at the end, every time somebody of consequence dies, like one of the main people, they're back on the plane, their childhood self speaks to them. It's like a Lost type thing where we go back to the plane. It's so reminiscent of Lost, how like when someone would die, they would go back, or at least the Sideways world would do that. Obviously, Ty is a wreck, and original Ty came back out when Van had saved her from the carbon monoxide poisoning. Ty had like an inner battle with herself, and it appeared, and we are led to believe that Ty won, like the real Ty won, and not the evil Ty. But now Ty is going to be all sorts upset. Shauna is still, in my opinion, the most horrible person in the entire show. Acting is phenomenal by both the girl and the older version. But let's just jump in and we'll see what we got. It's an hour-long finale. You want to see more of what I do? In the description is a link for Patreon, where you'll see every episode of Yellowjackets in full unedited. You want your own requested show or movie? Go to the link, ask me to watch whatever you want at a certain tier level, and I will do so. That is how we have thousands of exclusives like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, started pushing Daisy's Good Omens, Leverage, and Warehouse 13, Sherlock as well. Eureka and Cobra Kai's new seasons just ended. Final seasons just ended. Severance just ended. Once Upon a Time, thousands of other movies and shows full unedited. Check it out. If not, Season 3, Episode 10, the finale of Yellowjackets.
My will is your will.
That was something out of like a freaking horror movie.
Oh, no. Did I miss it?
Do you remember what we promised?
This is where they had the flashback thing. Vision, I should say. Vision.
Are you there?
I would kill Shauna right now just for fun if I was Ty. I would have already killed Shauna 15 times in the last 10 minutes. I was gonna say, I was thinking, like, what is she doing? At first I was like, is she cutting out her heart? She's cutting her goddamn heart out, and then she eats it. It's like the Travis thing.
So, curious, did you get the answers you were looking for that night, or right before you killed her?
I swear, I didn't mean to kill her. It was an accident.
You haven't told anyone, have you?
Lottie, hi.
It's you.
Does Lottie trip and fall, and Callie goes to grab her, hence the skin under the nails?
Does she just not love me?
Your mother's a nut.
It took our baby. Okay, that's you.
No, stop it. Stop it.
You're just like her.
Push her. And she's like happy about it. She did like exactly what Lottie wanted her to do. I gotta give Callie credit for the fact that she held it together.
No.
Poor Jeff. I was dating the hottest girl in school.
No.
And then I banged her friend and forever have been cursed. You can't full force shove someone off the top of the stairs and go, it was an accident. Maybe you lost your shit and your mom is evil and you're cursed for the rest of your life. But I still like Callie. I hated Callie when we first met her many moons ago.
How? How could it let this happen?
Maybe it wants us to leave. We haven't offered it ourselves. It's not a real sacrifice.
I agree. We have to do it right this time.
And Van is good with the cards. We heard it what was that, last episode? Is this gonna be it? Yep, look at this. Right what I said.
We're not leaving it to chance this time.
Maybe that's why she got cancer.
Starts with neither of us.
What if that is the reason Van got cancer and died first?
I can't
Because she
do
cheated.
that.
Ty is
Our
one of the
teammates.
3 that wanted to stay. Why would you think manipulating and cheating the game would work? It's like she's totally contradicting the whole
Understand.
idea of this. If you 100% believed in something, you're sabotaging the choosing of the wilderness. Like, it would make sense if Ty didn't believe it.
Reached a number that has been disconnected.
And this is definitely setting up for some angered situations with the family. It's snowing. My God. I wouldn't trust anybody. With my life and a card game, casinos are regulated. And even at those places, they're like, you can cut the deck as many times as you want. Sure.
You don't need to take any extra risk. I trust whatever it wills.
Oh my God, I love it. I kind of love it. Is it because Shauna didn't trust them? I'm thinking so. And in the very beginning, we said it is probably Mari that is Pit Girl.
Take off your cape.
See, I wouldn't have allowed that. I would have been like, no, you can't change the game on the fly. Yeah, see, I would be fighting.
4.
And Lottie, like this, I feel like the rules have changed.
Everything that's coming to you.
You want to make it 2 for 2 with your brother? Back the fuck up.
It's not him. It's not him. Go, hunt.
If I was Van, I'd feel so guilty. You cheated, you manipulated the game. I don't think that's right either, though. Shauna just changes places mid-flight.
You knew she gave Callie the necklace?
Yes.
Your daughter
Are you an idiot?
murdered Lottie. It explains the DNA evidence. Well, she was desperate for someone to talk to, and you were busy eating your ex-girlfriend's arm, so...
I'm really against what Ty and Van did. Oh my God, she's Pit Girl.
Who was supposed to be the queen?
See?
I know you fucked with the draw.
Yeah, Shauna knew. Who was supposed to be the queen? You changed your spot. Clearly it was Hannah. How do you get credit for being smart when you're an idiot? So while they're all hunting, Natalie went over here. I mean, do you really want to be running through the woods with that? Somebody's watching. Shauna doesn't trust anybody.
It's a trick.
Shauna,
To separate us. Jesus, then come with us.
Shauna, you are losing it. Oh no, it is Hannah.
I stabbed our guide in the brain. I've eaten human flesh.
She does have a kid. It makes me believe her more. I said in the beginning, I said Hannah is really selling this. I believe she's doing what she's got to do to survive. Hannah was about to go out, and Shauna saved her life. So honestly, it worked.
I know how much it must have hurt to do what you did.
She killed all the animals? Strike fear into the hearts of everybody? Oh my God, she is definitely the worst now. Oh, did she fuck her foot up again? Oh God.
What the hell is going on? Mari's my friend. I'm just trying to give her a fighting chance.
You've been here already, Mari.
The pit. It's the pit. You've been here. Here it is. Since the beginning of episode 1, That was my pick. We finally got the answer. Is that Melissa? It's Melissa, yeah.
That's the horn.
So Melissa could have ended it right there, and Melissa, oh my God, I'm so upset. Like, we know she didn't, because Shauna's still alive, obviously. We know she didn't. If you're gonna ambush Shauna and then choke her almost to death, you might as well go through with it. My God, look at Mari, man. I mean, she probably died quick. Oh, yeah, she's still twitching a little. All right, so we're down to Misty and Ty teaming up. Yeah, you killed Mari. Now they know they can't rig the game because people could just change places willy-nilly.
Take her out of there. Pull the stakes and fill the whole thing in.
Pull the stakes and fill the whole thing in. I feel like we should have a trap. Like, I didn't want her dead.
Bring me her hair.
We are safe and need space. Don't call. I love it. You eat shit, Shauna. Eat that shit. What the frig is wrong with you? Look at this place. It's a goddamn mess. Oh, tell me they left a clue. Tell me they accidentally dropped like an address written on a piece of paper or something. Oh my God, it wasn't even intentional. Well, we didn't get to really read it too good. And where's Melissa gone? We haven't seen Melissa since.
I've tried for years to remember what happened out there. The trauma people say survivors forget things to protect themselves. That we were having so much fun.
I think that was you.
That's the terrible truth. I was a fucking queen.
I hate that she is the antler queen.
It's time to start taking it back.
You're not gonna say anything?
Oh.
Hannah.
Oh shit. Oh, does Shauna take Hannah out for tricking her? How many of them knew?
Where the fuck is Natalie?
Oh, that's when Misty smiled in the first episode. Highest point. So Natalie was the one to call out.
Can anyone hear me?
All right, everybody, that is it for the finale of season 3. Way to end it. We end on Arrowsmith living on the edge and Natalie at the top of a mountain getting the signal out. I love how they did everything. I totally, with everything going on, forgot about the Hannah-Natalie situation. There were so many things happening with Mari falling in and becoming Pit Girl, or I mean, she was Pit Girl from the beginning. I was right about a couple. Actually, I was right about one thing. Mari being Pit Girl has been the thing that I've been saying since episode 1. When I marathon through season 1, I was like, Mari makes the most sense. Of the girls that are still alive, she fits the exact description of the girl. Unless somebody new comes along, it's got to be Mari. But then Hannah came along, and I feel like the show did it on purpose. She is the same size, height, hair color, body type, like maybe slight differences here and there. But it was very possible that Hannah was Pit Girl, and I feel like the show knew that most people thought Mari was the one. Like, if you did like the process of elimination, Mari was like one of the only girls that really fit the description. Like, there was no one else. I was saying this to people back in season 1 and 2. There's no one else that could be her unless new people are brought in. So I feel like the show intentionally brought in Hannah. And, you know, there was other reasons for Hannah as well. But to make her look exactly like Mari was to throw us off. Mari ends up being Pit Girl. And we see that Shauna ends up being Antler Queen. From the very beginning, I thought it was going to be Lottie. Lottie made the most sense, her being the leader of the cult, so to speak, and everything, and her making most of the decisions, saying that the wilderness speaks to her, and Travis and Akila and all that. What blew my mind is that Shauna ends up being it. I mean, it doesn't blow my mind. If I had to pick a second, it probably would have been Shauna. And a lot of people in the comments over the course of the seasons did say Shauna was one of the likely people. A lot of people did pick Shauna to be the Antler Queen. So we see that Shauna is the Antler Queen. At the end there, she's writing all this shit down like, I think what it was we didn't want to get rescued because we were all having such a good time. We were filled with life and we wanted to do this. You are a fucking lunatic. While she's writing this letter, we see half of the girls have rallied and tried. Even Hannah, Misty's smiling at the end. It looked like Van was, whether or not they were involved or not, Van was smiling. Travis was smiling. Like, there was at least several people involved in this, and even if they weren't involved, they were happy that Natalie and Hannah and all the, like, they were happy this occurred because they want to get rescued. They want out of this. And even Akila, that was the most shocking part to me, that Lottie convinced Akila to poison all the animals to strike fear into the girls into thinking the wilderness was punishing them. It was very possible that somebody sabotaged the animals. But for it to have been Aquila, like Aquila believed so much in what Lottie was saying. I mean, we've seen it. Like Aquila left the trail that got Cody and Travis and her caught. Like she believed so strongly in Lottie that she has like sabotaged things left and right, and now even went to the extent of murdering all of her babies for the cause. Like that is crazy. Then we have Van rigging the game. We heard early on in like last episode of the one before, Ty was like, yeah, you could rig the game. We knew that she was good with the cards. It is funny to me though. Like, I mean, not funny, but one, Van was totally against it. Ty manipulated her, made her do it. It's also leading me to believe that maybe that is why Van got cancer. If there really is supernatural insanity going on in the background, which we still don't have 100% confirmed because things are getting answers in rational ways. Like the animals dying was poison. Like everything has somewhat of a rational answer to it. The thing that still's got me is the thing with Lottie being a little kid where she had the premonition of her parents about to get in the accident and then all of a sudden she just snapped back. Now Lottie is clearly shown to have mental problems, but that one still's got me where she literally stopped her parents from getting into a fatal car accident when she was an infant. Like that one's got me. There's a couple other things that still don't make a whole lot of sense, but we do get answers that rationalize a lot of things like the frogs and the animals, like the howling in the woods. There are still people that are clearly lunatics. Lottie is still a lunatic. In the beginning, we find out Callie is the one that killed Lottie, but that was interesting too because I thought Callie was going to run away and Lottie was going to be like, no, you can't leave, and grab her, hence getting the skin under the fingernails, and then fall or trip or vice versa. I thought there was going to be some sort of scuffle. Instead, Callie just clearly shoved her off the top stairs, whether she meant to or not. Like, I mean, in a fit of rage or emotion, you might do something you'd regret. But if you're facing somebody who's at the top of the stairs, you know better, even in a fit of rage or emotion, not to full force shove them off the top stair and kill them. So to me, calling it an accident, that's not an accident. An accident would have been you fell or you were scuffling and the person tripped. If you went to court and you said it was an accident, well, how did it happen? Well, I shoved her off the top stair intentionally. Like, I don't care what you do. Like, if a judge is there, you're going to jail. You're a murderer. You just murdered that person. Callie runs off with Jeff. I love that part because now they're like, Shauna, eat shit. We need some space. You are a lunatic. We're going away from all this. Misty incorporated herself. We see Walter staring into the diner watching Ty and Misty having this conversation. And I love that. Way back when we saw Misty smiling, I was talking to people about it, and the theory at that point was that Misty rigged the card game, and that is why the shit buckets happened the way they did, and she possibly rigged the game to kill Mari, which is funny because Mari ended up being the one to get killed in that game. But the theories I was going on with other people was that Misty rigged the game and intentionally did it so Mari would die. It ends up being Van who rigged it, and Mari accidentally got picked because Shauna replaced herself, which I still think isn't fair. Even though Shauna's like, statistics, she's right. Like, statistically speaking, it doesn't change anything. But she clearly knew something was wrong. And right away, the fact that she looked right at Mari and was like, sucks for you, doesn't it? I would have immediately been like, no. Somebody rigged this game. I gamble all the time, I tell you guys. If somebody switched places and moved right in front of me, and then like right after I got the Queen of Hearts, I would be like, no, this is bullshit. You decided out of the blue to change places, and as soon as you did, I get the Queen of Hearts, and then you rationalize, and then in the woods, Sean is like, who was supposed to die? Are you a fucking idiot? You just did what you did. You're smart enough to to figure out that clearly Van and Ty manipulated the game. You're not smart enough to figure out it was the person after Mari? If Mari got the Queen of Hearts and you changed places, obviously the person after Mari was the one. And it was Hannah who would be the most likely person they would pick because they don't know Hannah as well as the others. All the rest are friends and stuff. So the fact that Shauna figured it out and then didn't and had to even ask, maybe she knew, but why even ask at that point? You know it was supposed to be Hannah. And then Hannah actually sides with them and fakes like she's Natalie and allows Natalie to go up there. My guess is Shauna immediately takes out Hannah or something. Like, Hannah, we know, doesn't make it. Jen doesn't make it. Hannah doesn't. There's a lot of girls still alive that aren't saved. So even though Natalie went to the top of the mountain and we clearly got a signal out, Shauna must still go on like a rampage. Like now she probably despises Hannah because Hannah was like her right-hand woman. And Hannah clearly deceived her, and it looked like a lot of other people were involved. So now everyone's going to start not trusting each other. We already saw Shauna was already not trusting people. She's like paranoid as shit about everything. So great episode. I really like the finale. I can't wait for season 4. You guys let me know what you think. I'm going to go edit this up. You want to see more of what I do in the description. Link for Patreon where you'll see every episode of Yellowjackets in full unedited. You want your own requested short movie, go to the link in the description. Ask me to watch whatever you want at a certain tier level, I will do so. And that is how we have thousands of exclusives like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Once Upon a Time just started season 4, Pushing Daisies, Good Omens, Warehouse 13, Sherlock, Leverage, Cobra Kai, and Eureka just finished their entire series. Severance new season just ended. Thousands of other movies and shows full unedited. Check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.